Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are out here in the heart of nature, baby. Beautiful day, little windy. How to change from being a toxic person. Are you a toxic person sometimes? Are you mean to people for no reason? Do you get angry at people for no reason? Okay, wait a minute. Let's just, woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Now, I'm a pretty chilled out person, but at the same time, I've had my moments in the past where sometimes I'm like really mean to someone for no reason. The cat down the road, right? Look, many of us sometimes can be angry towards people, mean, and that's totally unacceptable because we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Okay, let me share with you what helped me along my journey. I'm a pretty peaceful person, but at the same time, I'm always analyzing my behavior to see how I can become better than who I was yesterday and become my greatest version. So I got a question from someone who said they're mean. Oh, they're mean. They're a toxic person. Well, at least they admitted it. You didn't. Okay. They said, Ralph, yes, sometimes I get really angry towards people and I don't really know why. And I feel so ashamed of myself after yelling at them for like an hour, Ralph. I'm a bad person, Ralph. I want to stop this. I want to control my anger. I want to change from being a toxic person. So, ask yourself this one question. Is my anger, my toxicity, coming from an authentic place? Like, did someone just step on your big toe? Ouch! That's okay. It's okay to release that anger, that frustration, because you got a pretty big toe. That's okay. It's okay to express a full range of emotions. That is what we came here to do on planet Earth. Slow motion with leaves wrapping around me. And then ask yourself, is this uncalled for? Because sometimes our anger is really calculated, meaning it's coming from the ego. It's not justified. You have no reason to be angry right now. It's 100 degrees out here, beautiful weather. Why are you angry for? No one stepped on your big toe. Why are you angry for? Right? You see, when you are harboring anger, toxic thoughts, when you are mean to someone for no reason, many times it's a calculated ego approach. And to change that, you got to realize that you're allowed to be angry if it's justified, but not if it isn't justified. You have to realize this, that many times we sometimes are mean to someone for no reason because we feel it's their fault. Are you blaming everybody for your problems? They did it, Ralph. They did it. But you're never looking at your own life to actually see what you could change about yourself. So once you stop blaming everybody for your problems, you actually start to change yourself for the better. You actually start to take a moment, reevaluate everything you've done up until this point. That's key. Find out your triggers. Say, okay, why am I so pissed off right now? Why am I so mad right now? why am I so angry right now? And when you are reevaluating every single, do you like my hair? Every single action that's led you to this point of frustration, anger, and toxicity, then you will see, okay, maybe it's because you're not where you want to be in life. You got relationship problems. And now you're doing the classic kick the cat syndrome. You better not kick the cat down the road, right? So someone shouts at you at work, you go home and you shout at the cat down the road. That's not fair. Okay, so you've got to reevaluate everything that's led you up until everything. You got to reevaluate everything that has led you up to this point. And then you got to start making changes, what I call key changes, to say, okay, what are my triggers? Sometimes it could be you woke up, you got out of the wrong side of the bed, right? Change that. Okay? Know your triggers. What's helped me along my journey to stay calm, pristine, fresh, is to meditate, but sit down and really see what's coming out of you. You see, a lot of us, we're always in a rush, and that's why we don't really know ourselves. In ancient Egypt, they said, know thyself. When you begin to know who you are, what happens? Something beautiful happens. Because for the first time, you're like, okay, I was mean to this person because I didn't know myself. I didn't know my triggers. So really take time to know who you are, and then that will really help you along your journey. Really gather more clarity to say, okay, I get it. I got problems. They could go back to my childhood. They could have just come on the scene. Now we got to figure out these problems, okay? And that comes through meditation. Meditation is the art of absorbing yourself into the present moment. It is where you allow thoughts to come through you without judgment, where you allow emotions to come through you without judgment. It is a total freedom from your ego. That 3-letter word that can destroy a 12-letter word called a relationship. Slow motion this side. How to change from being such a toxic person, an angry person all the time, fuming, mean to people for no reason. More magnesium, please. Magnesium, watercress is full of magnesium. This really will calm your nerves. And magnesium really is like nature's chill pill. So 7-day vegan challenge, eat your leafy greens. More magnesium, less stimulants, artificial foods, caffeine in high doses, right? MSG, we don't need that. Artificial sweetness, aspartame, we don't need that. We just need more magnesium. Pass me the watercress, and that will calm your nerves. So when you actually see someone, you're not just going to shout at them for no reason, because they ain't even had breakfast yet. Now, what really helped me, and what I apply to my life every single day, is look for the best in people. The reason why this channel has over 1 million subscribers is because I'm pretty friendly. Otherwise, I would have no friends, right? You see, your vibe attracts your tribe. The energy you are embodying is the same energy you will attract. So, are you someone with a bad temper, a short temper? Do you lose your cool? Well, I'm asking you today to change from being a toxic person. Remove yourself from certain situations. That's right. Look, if you know you are going to be very angry in a certain place, don't go there. Run somewhere else, right? Because once you remove yourself from a situation, you are also removing the triggers. And now you can see, oh, I get it. I'm more angry when I go to that place and we ain't even had breakfast yet. Okay? And that's all you got to do. Remove yourself from the situation. Prevention is better than cure. And then when you do finally have the strength, as you are becoming your greatest version, you go back to that same place and then you say to yourself, can I handle this? That's what you ask yourself. Can I handle being here without being such a toxic person? And if you can, that's beautiful. If you can't, remove yourself from the situation, go somewhere else, and then take a step closer back to that place and then say, am I ready to be here without being such a toxic person? Remind yourself that everybody is after the same thing, love. We aren't afraid to love someone. We are afraid of being hurt by that person. You are a toxic person because you crave love. But you are afraid to give love because you have been hurt. Hurt people hurt people. So, spend time with someone who you are open to. There's always someone. And then realize that you are still lucky to have that person, even though you are a toxic person. But say, why do I like this person so much? Because they are open to me, because they give me love. Now realize you can do that for someone else. You can do the same thing for someone else. You see, if everybody spread a little bit of love, the world would be a better place. And that's how to change from being a toxic person. Ask yourself, am I looking for the worst in people or am I looking for the best in people? Look for the best in people. We rise by lifting other people up. Slow motion this side. Not by bringing other people down. You see, so many times I see how sometimes people can be mean to other people. And it comes from a place of insecurity. It comes from a place of lack. It comes from a place of a lack of gratitude. It's time to start elevating and lifting other people up, because that's how we rise. In essence, that's how we go to the next level. Have some empathy. Look, that will help you change from being a toxic person. Have more empathy. Put yourself in someone else's shoes. Be kind to people. Be more compassionate, because you don't know what the hell I've been through. I don't know what the hell you've been through. Can't we just get along, please? Okay, we can do that. Great. So have more empathy. The more empathy you have, the more you can see life from other people's perspectives. Then you will be less angry towards people. You won't be angry to people for no reason. You won't be mean to people for no reason. If you are, it will be a really, 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 really good reason. So what's helped me along my journey is to realize this. In a nutshell, you got a choice. You see, there's a difference between responding and reacting. Change how you respond. Reacting is automatic. You shout at someone. But you have the power to change how you respond. You can collect yourself, gather your thoughts and say, is this wise to say this? Think twice before you talk. 3 times, because 3 is a lucky number. And that will change you from being a toxic person. And then you have to really remind yourself that it starts by realizing, look, have more compassion, period, towards everyone you meet. I guarantee you, you will have more friends. Do you want more friends? You do? Fantastic. Then realize that people open up to you when you start celebrating them, when you start praising their strengths, not always focusing on their weaknesses, not always criticizing them. People will open up to you when you start treating them with respect. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to butt kiss them, people please them. No, just treat them with common courtesy. That will change you from being a toxic person. You got to remind yourself that if you are going through something that's so bad, you got an opportunity to become an alchemist, to say, okay, even though I had a bad day, I'm not gonna let it affect my interaction with other people. You have power over that. It's like sometimes people say this. Ever heard someone say this? I was gonna call you, but I was in a pretty bad mood. How amazing is that? They didn't want to spread their bad vibes on you. Okay, but some people will just do it anyway. They'll just call you when they're in a really bad mood and then give you some of their toxicity. So remind yourself that, hey, learn how to meditate, to move more into your body, to really realize, okay, what kind of vibes am I sending out? Because that will determine what kind of people you will attract into your life. And once you realize that, well, then you'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? And there you have it in a nutshell. We are out here in nature, just woo, breathing in that good ass prana. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. You.